There are way too many fingerprints on these mailboxes to get anything we can use. And forget the doors, too much traffic. I would say I have officially been acting like with some sort of structure since I was a freshman in high school. I knew, though, that this was what I wanted to do at 5 years old when I saw Shirley Temple crying on TV, and I told my mom, I can do that. And she believed me. I grew up in Denver, Colorado, where there wasn't a lot going on for performing arts. We slowly cultivated that with me playing the flute and dancing, ballet, tap, and jazz, and just tapping into the artist in me. I really thank my mother for that. But then when acting became available in high school, I was all in. And fortunately, I have never been encouraged to do anything else. That's been my path all along. When you ask me what's some of my favorites, it takes a minute. That's a list, that's some years to go back, right? But I'll tell you what comes to mind first would be Diagnosis Murder.
Says here that 64% of the men and 78% of the women in America are on a diet. Now, what does that tell you?
It explains why women are better looking than men?
Well, you know what it tells me?
No, I don't, Cheryl.
Well, it tells me that if you had done your research, you never would have opened a barbecue joint.
We should have checked with you first.
Fat-free is the way to go.
To work with Dick Van Dyke was huge. He was already an icon. And also, that show was really fun for me because I got to play Detective Cheryl Banks. And it allowed me to carry a gun and a badge. And I'm sorry, I like that. I don't know, maybe it's that superhuman, superpower, girl power thing. I don't know, I just like carrying a gun. So watch out.
You know there are two kinds of people your mama can't tolerate.
I know. Thieves and liars. I know, Mommy. I promise you I will never lie again.
I know. And to make sure of it, go cut yourself a switch.
What? Playing Maya's mom on Girlfriends definitely was huge, and I would say especially huge within the African American community because we never had anything like that. For women of color, that was our Sex in the City. So in terms of putting me on the map with my people, I think Girlfriends was definitely impactful for that, and I thank Mara for that.
Let me ask you a question, Preston.
Okay.
You sure you don't have too much on your plate? I mean, you got college, you're interning here.
Oh, I love being here, Georgia.
Okay, but don't forget there's a thing called a social life.
Fun. That's at the top of my list.
I love the inspectors. I love the inspector family. I love the fact that they believed in me and cast me off of my video, which is almost unheard of. This is why I said what's yours is yours, because they saw it in unanimously. We're all like, that's our Georgia. And so I'm very thankful that they believed in me in that way.
Honey, what is it?
Evening, Rose. Sorry to trouble you so late.
I got it, Rosie.
Got what?
Apparently, we got a situation.
Well, then I guess you better deal with it. But don't leave these children standing out in the cold.
Come on in,
let's
sweetheart.
get them inside.
Outcast. Oh, goodness. Outcast. Season 2 has been probably to date the most fun I have had as an actress. Whenever you're pushed to your limits emotionally, whenever you're pushed to discover things about yourself that you've never had to before, I love that Outcast allowed me to play with the entire range, from good to bad and everything in between, and just surprised me as an actress, and I think we're gonna get some really good work out of that. And I'm actually excited to see the result of that. So yeah, that definitely falls in the category of my favorites.